Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be testing out a new foundation that Nars came out with. This foundation is called the Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation and it is available in 40 different shades. I wasn't expecting this package, but they did send over 3 shades that I will be swatching for you guys, and hopefully one of these shades will match me. I have Sahel medium 2.5, Patagonia medium 1.2, and Barcelona medium 4. So these names, I don't know if I can pronounce these names really correctly. They also have this foundation in a concealer version that has been already out. I use it for my freelance makeup kit on clients. It's a really nice thick concealer that conceals blemishes and things like that. We're going to be trying out this foundation. I already did my eyes. I am filming a makeup tutorial with this palette right here, so I wanted to try out this foundation and see how it applies. Let's see what else it says on the Sephora website. So the Nars foundation retails for $40. This foundation will give you a full natural looking matte coverage up to 16 hours. It is humidity proof, transfer proof, and sweat proof, and it is formulated with microalgae and biohyaluronic acid to help absorb excess sebum while keeping skin hydrated. This foundation also contains oil absorbing powders that create a smooth and second skin finish. So my impression is that it is great for all skin types, but what the best part about it is that if you have oily skin, this will help control your oils while still giving you a skin-like finish, and that will last through humid weather, that this will last for 16 hours. Now, I am gonna see how this works because I'm actually going to Arizona mid-September, and you guys know in Arizona it's really humid and hot. So if this foundation holds up, then that is really cool, because you guys know nothing worse than like feeling like your skin is just like melting, like your foundation is just melting off because the foundation is just like slipping around. So if this is matte and just stays put, then that is amazing. I love the packaging. It's like a soft squeezy tube. I'm gonna swatch the shades really quick. So first let's do, ooh, it's really liquidy. Okay, I think that is gonna be my actual shade, but let's swatch the other two just so you guys have a comparison. Next shade is this one. And the next one is Barcelona medium 4. I'm gonna swatch right here. I'm definitely the lightest shade, I think. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a wear test just because it's already 4:40 p.m. So I just am going to just see how it applies on my skin. Typically, I can tell if I'm gonna like a foundation just by the first 10 minutes of wearing it. First, I'm going to be prepping my skin with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. This is a primer and moisturizer in one. And as you guys can see, I'm down to my very last drop. So I just wanna finish this primer. And we are just going to apply this all over our face. This is really lightweight and hydrating, which is something that I want right now, because if we're playing around with a matte foundation, I definitely want to make sure that my base is moisturized. The brush that I'm going to be using is the Furless CB2 brush. It is kind of dirty. I use them for my foundation, but it's the best foundation brush for any foundation. It just blends out the product so good, makes your skin look smooth, and I find myself using less product when I go in with a brush like this. My face just got really hot all of a sudden. Like, do you guys see that? It's interesting, this formula is pretty thick, but see, as you can see, it's like hard to drag it down my face, so I decided to use a sponge instead of a brush just to prevent any streakiness. But once it's blended out, the formula is very lightweight. Okay, it might be a little too light for me actually. Let's go in with the second shade. Just gonna use a sponge and then just tap it over. Now I'm just continuing blending this foundation out, just making sure it's smooth and it's not cakey or anything like that. And I'm just kind of analyzing the foundation to see how it looks on my face. I don't know guys if I like this foundation. It seems like it might enhance all my dry skin. I'm gonna use a brush for my forehead just because I can control it around my eyebrows a lot better. Okay, so from far away it looks good. When I look close up, I feel like you can really see like the texture on my skin. You can definitely see the peach fuzz on my face, but it definitely is matte. Like there's absolutely zero shine, luminosity. As you guys can see, this side of my face, it has like a nice radiant glow, and then this side is just looks like it's been powdered, it's been set, it's done. I'm gonna do the other side of my face and we will see. This time around, I'm gonna just use the Dose of Colors sponge to blend it all out. Yeah, I like to use a sponge with this actually. Typically, it's interesting. Typically, I use a foundation brush for like matte foundations, but I guess with this formula, it's better to use a sponge. Okay, this part is so satisfying, just seeing how the sponge blends out this foundation and how flawless my face looks. I'm starting to like this foundation a lot. Definitely prefer the sponge over the brush, that's for sure. My skin looks good. I haven't worn a full coverage foundation in so long, so I'm just like kind of forgot how flawless it could look. I still see like beauty marks underneath my skin, and I still see some freckles peeking through my nose, but I think it's just because I didn't apply much product there. But I'm gonna apply a little bit more foundation and see how buildable this is. I'm going to go in with a little bit more product. And I'm just gonna take this along my nose as well, just to see how well this layers. So what I really like about this foundation is that it doesn't get caked up around the nostrils. I think this would be so nice for somebody with oily skin. Let me do a quick flash test. See if it flashes back or not. Okay, I need to do a video with flash. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's like, you can see pores. I don't know if you struggle with larger pores, you might not like this. I have some acne right here, but nothing too crazy. So right off the bat, it's definitely matte. It has really good coverage. It does look more natural than other foundations. It's all really smooth. Everything just looks really flawless. So what I'm gonna do is put on the rest of my makeup and finish my other video, and then I will get back to you and see how everything applied and how everything blended out, and then we can go on from there. Alright, so here I just decided to show you guys a clip of me applying the rest of my makeup, even though I included this in my other makeup tutorial, but we're just going to speed right through this. I also used the Nars concealer as well as this Lancome powder, and then we're just setting the face. What I really like about this foundation is that when I applied the rest of my makeup on top, it didn't give me a hard time. Like I didn't have any patchiness. My concealer layered on beautifully. My powder, my bronzer just blended out so good, and I just had zero issues. Anyways, we're just applying a little bit of highlighter, and I applied a little too much on this side, but it all worked out for its good. But yeah, look how my face just looks really flawless. I'm like not used to seeing myself in full coverage foundation as much, but that is the rest of my makeup. Alright, so I just put on the rest of my makeup, and I gotta say everything just blended out so pretty. My skin looks flawless. The more I wear this foundation, the better my skin looks. I do gotta say, first impression wise, this foundation seriously just looks so beautiful on the skin. Usually I'll also already get creases in my smile lines after putting on a full coverage foundation, but I've been taking photos. In the photos, like the flash photography, like my skin has no flashback, nothing like that. So I gotta say, like, this foundation looks really good. If you have oily skin, combination skin, if you have like hyperpigmentation skin, I think this foundation will really work for you. If you do struggle with like a lot of texture and you have porous skin, I don't know if I would recommend this foundation, just because I feel like the way that it's so matte, like it will really enhance your texture. Usually if you do have really textured skin, I would recommend something that is lightweight and has like a satin satin and dewy finish, just because I feel like that really camouflages a lot of the texture. With that being said, I think this is a really pretty foundation. I'm not doing a full-on wear test today, just wanted to give a demo and my first impressions on it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you guys going to be trying this foundation out yourselves? And if you guys want to see how I did this makeup, I will have a video link down below if it's not already up in the description box, as well as all the other information that you guys need. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you and I hope I see you in my next video. Bye. Mwah.